would want you to walk us through the preliminary findings investigation so far. Where exactly are we with this particular matter?
Thank you very much, MFR. You obviously know I wouldn't have been at the studio because this has been a hectic time from last weekend during the Easter break. You know, part of my job is also the religious affairs. So Easter conventions here and then, Easter Sunday program, then this also came up. But we try to manage the information that were coming from all sources. As you rightly said, even the basic information about the age was even confusing everybody. But we got to the bottom of it, and we realized that I think she was born on the 18th of July, 2008. That makes about 15 to 16. But at 15 or 16, she's still a child. So what we did was get my colleague ministers together, Interior, Women, Gender and Social Protection, Attorney General, and then the Greater Accra Regional Minister Designate, and myself, to find out who has heard what and how do we find the fine line. Basically, what happened over the weekend, from what we have got to know, was not a marriage as we know it. It's a traditional rite, and of course, during the event, a lot of things were said, and the information came out as if they were marrying her to the Bobo. Indeed, I then quickly had to move in and speak to the traditional authorities. I got Nungwa in my office and some chiefs. I also moved to go to talk to the Bobo myself. And then we began to see clearly that this had nothing to do with the canal relations at all. But having said that, we were concerned about the outcry and obviously the concern by Ghanaians, and that was our worry. Child's welfare was our priority. But whether we've had the right to take the child out of the situation. So we talked to the police who helped us to take her out of the Nungwa environment. She's safe and everything. She's still within the care, not with the police.
Was she in any danger of assault?
Not at all. No, there was no danger. She was not hiding. From our information, after the event on the 30th, she was actually she went to the care of a mature woman, a queen mother. So there was no relation going to a man's house or anything like that. And so we were okay. So the police just helped us to get her out, just to forestall any problems. And she's being kept well. Social welfare officers are there. The minister has visited her. I myself went there, but I didn't see her. I didn't want to see her. But the ladies were there, and she's eating, she's talking. But we obviously realized that she's been part of the system of the tradition at about age 6. So you can imagine a 6-year-old who has been groomed to perform a function and to sprinkle some traditional concoctions and food to the 99 gods. So she's focused on what she's doing. So when you talk to her, according to the ladies, she's very focused on what she's doing. And so we have to find out what else is she doing. And we realize she goes to school. Okay, what does she do? Was a teacher? What did they teach her? Does she have friends? So we're trying to open up her life a little bit. But we got to also, as your initial comment says, to be careful not to let the tradition be diluted too much when we know what her role is. In traditional sense, some young people are taken up at very tender age and focused. There's going to be a chief. They groom them, and they are kept away from normal people. They're taking them to school by protection and all that. So we're trying to balance between the tradition and the modern world that we live in. And so that's the state. She's still in our care. We try, because we can't keep her out of the environment for too long. Especially when we haven't seen or heard or even found out there's anything criminal about anything. Of course, the police are doing their work, but we talk to them. So far, we're okay. It's just a question of time and how we integrate her back into the community. And also get her to be a normal child a bit. Of course, she will play her role if that's what she has to do. I mean, we can't force it.
But at this point, she can't be a normal child, knowing that...
I think a lot have gone on there. She wouldn't be a normal child. She has to contend with what she was being trained for and what the brouhaha has come up to and what we move from here to there. So the social welfare department is handling that.
Okay.
In the aspect, we're giving her 2 carers. We got everything she needs. She's eating, she's talking, she's laughing. So I would want to assure everybody that she's okay, she's fine.
Okay.
And me and my colleagues are talking. In fact, we asked the Minister of Information to issue a statement, which she did. And as you read from the statement, our priority is the welfare of the child. And that's what we've secured.